Hello, this is a presentation on the safety and security of workers in the Holbeck red light zone, and the research question is: what impact has the implementation of the Holbeck Managed Approach had in regard to the safety and security of street workers within Leeds? The background to the research is there were high rates of violence against sex workers in the area, and due to the nature of sex work, there is a high degree of stigma towards those involved. This means that barriers can be built between the workers and the police, which means that violent crimes and crimes in general against sex workers can often go unreported. A national scheme which aims to reduce violence, which aims to eradicate violence against sex workers, called the Ugly Mug Scheme, collects data and reports from street workers of crimes against them and has a database on these reports. Due to a disparity between the two, the police reports and the Ugly Mug reports, Leeds City Council chose to implement the managed approach to street sex work in 2014. Which brings us to the proposed question of research. What impact has the implementation of the Holbeck Managed Approach had in regard to the safety and security of street workers in Leeds? In order to answer this question, the dissertation will be split into 4 sections. The first one will look at the legal framework of prostitution and the theoretical state response to sex work within the UK. The second section will then look at the authorities' approach to sex work in Leeds and the associated issues before the implementation of the managed approach in 2014, which will lead us to the third section, where I will go into detail about just what is the managed approach, how it works, who set it up, who the council works in collaboration with, in order to give an overview of the approach itself. The final section being to measure the impact that the approach has had in regard to the safety and security of the workers. The methods of data collection used in this research will be a combination of qualitative and quantitative data, using crime reports from the Ugly Mug Scheme and the police database, and also interview transcripts. The ethnological data of sex workers in the area gathered from the pre-existing interviews is crucial, as it gives a personal, qualitative view of the problem, and the crime reports, they will give the quantitative methods, e.g. the crime statistics. I will also use local and national news reports on the subject of the Holbeck red light area, and the interviews will be gathered from a BBC documentary and also local charities which work in the area of Holbeck, such as St Luke's Church. In order to analyse the data, I'll compare the reports of crime from the police and from the Ugly Mug Scheme pre-2014 in order to look for the discrepancies and to uncover the most common offences against workers in the area. I will then look at the managed approach's aims and goals, and then compare crime reports from after the implementation of the managed approach in order to see if there has been a change in the rate or types of crimes committed against the workers. Gathering ethnological data from the street workers in the area is impractical due to ethical reasons, ethical constraints, and also the suspension of the managed approach during the COVID outbreak. In order to bypass this, I will be using interview transcripts, as previously stated, in order to gather their opinions and gauge their perceptions towards the impact of the managed approach. Does their reality match that of the statistics and official records? By using the opinions of the workers in the area to answer if they feel safer and more secure in their work since the managed approach was implemented, the question may then be answered. Because by combining the methods of data collection, the research will be able to measure the impact, if any, that the Holbeck Managed Approach has had in regard to the safety and security of street workers in Leeds. Thank you.